My name's Krissy. I'm 21, and I was diagnosed with anorexia when I was 15, and I feel like I am definitely on the road to fully recovering. I had gone through periods of being more or less recovered and then relapsing, and I had never gotten to a place where I fully felt free at all. And so I had lost my period for about 5 years. I got it back once and then I lost it again. And so Chlo was actually able to help me get my period back after all this time. It was so funny. It was like our last session together and I got my period that morning. And I can't explain how different it felt this time than it had in the past when I had gained weight, because I felt like we got to the root of where I kept getting stuck, and Chlo was so responsive and so like thought-provoking and inspiring in ways that I had never really thought about my issues in the past and how it related to so many areas of my life. And also she was so responsive in the sense of like I would be freaking out thinking that I messed everything up and just be wanting to like run back, which I would do. And then it would take me months to realize like, oh no, that was a little slip up, and just keep going. Whereas like she would just be like, okay, like this is what we do moving forward. Like this is just a learning experience. And so that encouragement and that support was like irreplaceable, and something that I feel like having that step-by-step guidance and someone who had gone through it and who was like, look, this is temporary, because I had always felt like, oh my God, I'm so messed up and now I have a slow metabolism and I can't do all these things and making all these excuses. And it's good to have someone call you out on your bullshit. You don't want it like in the moment, but it's like the best thing for you. And Chlo is so special in that way, that she's like so honest but also so loving, and it was like such a supportive and safe environment for me to really explore my own inner life and also physically heal. So I'm forever grateful, and I encourage you to take the step and work with her. And I also just wanted to add that I feel like the support itself comes from the fact that like you will constantly doubt yourself through this process, because the entire world is telling you that you should be doing more, not resting, and you should be pushing, and you should, be cutting things out and all of these things that are wrong. And you'll like, if you have yourself in this situation, you're in a pattern of listening to that, and like your default mode is restriction probably, or some sort of other ailment. And I feel like it was so helpful to have someone call me out and say, this is your default. We need to change your default when things are scary, when things are high stress, when you're not thinking about recovery because you have other life things. Your default is always abundance. And that is such a mindset shift that like you will need constant reinforcement for. So I think that trust and that permission is something you need to give yourself, but it is not something you'll always be able to do. And I don't want to say like you won't be able to do that yourself, because everyone can, but it's just 1,000 times easier and becomes more habitual when you're feeling low and you can't be 100% on your game, to have someone who's like, remember what you felt like and what your commitments were when you had a better state of mind.